What's up? Welcome to Doc Talk, where we do the uncomfortable task and asking the uncomfortable questions for you, so your sexy ass ain't got to. I am Barbosa, and unfortunately for your ass, I'm your host, and I'm ecstatic as hell to be here. Shameless transition.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Laguda, third generation herbalist from the family of a Jewish known for binding and relationship with nature in order to bring holistic wholeness to the human body. So this is my 11th year. I grew up in a family where everyone is a doctor. When I mean a doctor or herbalist, where everybody knows what to do with what they have around them. So we grew up in a community where there were no doctors. So we were in that privilege, so to say, in quote, where you can just, meet a doctor. So we were trained to use what we have in the environment to nurture our health. And today we have retained that knowledge and we're passing that knowledge onto the whole world, onto the nations. So that is what we are. We are also a farmer. We run a farm, purely organic stuff. We also run a cosmetic brand where it's purely organic. And of course, we are herbal purveyors, championing the herbal security across the nations and food security across the nations, letting everybody know that not only should you care about what you can do about your health at this time, you should also care about what you can do from the bottom, from the foundational place, which is your food, knowing what you eat because you're what you eat, knowing what you put on your skin because you're a reflection of what goes in your skin, because what goes in your skin gets in your body. So that is who we are, and we're located here in West Africa. And it's been an awesome journey. An awesome journey that has to do with disbelief, but disbelief turned around by testimonials, disregard turned around by clear, undeniable proofs. So it is what it is. We are here and we are proud of where we are today.
I gotta do the little preamble for this one specifically. So before we go any further, we gotta get something straight on this one. So on Dog Talk, we'll be diving into some real conversations about what's going on below the belt, behind the scenes, and under the surface. So that means we'll be talking about the prostate and health related to it, erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, and a whole bunch of other male vitality concerns. But we're only going to say these words once, because for reference sake, because the algorithm overlords, they don't like honest conversations about men's health. It don't even matter what we're talking about. They don't like to hear it. So moving forward, prostate becomes core support system. Erectile dysfunction, ED, will be performance issues. Low testosterone, low drive, energy drops. I don't think we should get knocked for testosterone, but just in case. Sexual health, they will knock us for that one. Vitality and functions, vitality concerns, vitality, that would be the magic word for us. And libido, that's a no-no too apparently. The signal that gets it popping, the engine, something. We'll come up with a euphemism of some sort. I'll put it up here on the screen or something. We'll use safe words, pun intended, so we don't get shadow banned for trying to help brothers out. Honestly, just trying to get a win. So
the shadows hunger for your mind and your soul.
You don't scare me.
This is Doc Talk. It's unfiltered, respectful, and 100% necessary. Shameless transition. First question. When a man begins to lose trust in his own body, what usually triggers that shift? What does the moment feel like for most men when they're starting to perhaps get the effects of having low testosterone?
Beautiful. I want to first of all say thank you for giving me the platform, to reach out and to talk to you about these core important issues, because we are both male, right? So it's both educative to both of us, because what I speak gets reaffirmed. There's one component we must take note in this section, and it is the component called zinc. Zinc. It's a very important mineral for the male gender. Zinc determines a whole lot. When it has to do with the male G-spot, zinc is paramount. If you have a deficiency of zinc in your body system, then all of the collapse in the man's G-spot becomes pronounced. The collapse becomes pronounced. It becomes visible. In some cases, you start to have people, fatigue steps in, always tired, night vision become extremely blurry. The desire to consume more starch increases. That's the taste bud becomes acclimatized to sugar. You just want to consume sweet. You're done with anything called sugar. So that right there is an undertone that zinc is going down the trend in your body. So if that is the case, what it results to is a malfunctioning of the male G-spot, which is associated with low testosterone, a desire not to be close to any woman, a desire where you don't want any sporting activity, with the opposite gender, because you feel you're not feeling alone. You already know that the ability to be dominant in that arena has been stripped of you because zinc has gone off you. So we have to first of all figure out how to retain zinc in the body in order to hold ourselves strong in the arena. So it is not just in the arena of, with the opposite gender. It has to do with the arena of who we are and how we think, how we process things, our decision making. So all of us who have the male gene, who are masculine in physicality, have the tendencies of having a decreased zinc if we do not check it. So we must check it at our kitchen. So when we fix it at our kitchen, we have hold the issue by the throat. Now, let's go on by saying a decrease in testosterone is very significant. It's a clear symptom. All right, low testosterone is a symptom. Your body is telling you something. We're giving it a name. We're calling it low. It's a hormone, right? So when that hormone decreases, it is telling you something is abnormal that is growing within the body. And the way we can fix it is through the foods that we eat. The foods we consume will either make us dominant or make us submissive. If we can point a little bit of reference to the Bible, we discover that the male are in a dominant position. Love your woman. Love her. Dominant position. Woman, be submissive. So when reverse becomes the case, then something wrong is going on from the inside. So correcting it from the inside has to be from the root cause. You have to correct it from the root and not just try to fix it, and just try to work things out, from the top when the bottom is still bleeding. So you have to stop the bleeding before you put in a plaster, on it. Stop the bleeding, ensure there's a blood clot, introduce something that can stop the bleeding so your plaster don't become a waste. So that is that. So we are taking note of the word zinc. I got a question some time ago and they say, what is the right amount of zinc that needs to be in the body of a man to ensure their G-spot stays in good size? When I mean G-spot, I mean the chestnut of a man down there. So it is calculated that it should be above 700 mcg. All right, the mcg right there is talking about the quota of zinc that needs to be in the body. So when that number drops down below 400, what that means is that the chestnut is going to be enlarged. So when the chestnut gets enlarged, there's an undertone. There's going to be symptoms that are scary, really scary symptoms that make you want to keep visiting the doctor all the time. And life gets impaired when your visiting to the doctor becomes too frequent. They are good, they are nice people, but you don't have to be there all the time. So taking note of this, remember I said zinc is the component. Once your zinc level drops below 400, you are in a very dire situation where you become susceptible to anything down there at your male G spot. So people might want to ask and say, zinc. What are the benefits with zinc? Let's take note that the zinc is not only beneficial, for the male G spot, it also helps to balance insulin. And we know that is a very high component that ensure that blood sugar level don't rise. So if blood sugar level starts to rise, it means insulin has dropped. So zinc component right there in the body helps to balance insulin and help you to check blood sugar, rising blood sugar. It also helps to build good gut microbes, like the gut we know is the center place for healing or for disease. Now we are saying to you right now that zinc is very integral for your gut because it empowers your gut to be able to absorb the right nutrients from what you consume. So some people eat fruits, veggies, all of the healthy stuff. But some way, somehow, all of those nutrients in those food don't get in their body. Your body needs zinc to absorb the food, to absorb nutrients from the food. Your body don't consume the food, it consumes the nutrient in the food. So for your body to be able to do that, it needs zinc to be able to do that. So I just gave you two sponge lines. Insulin balance, all right, gut friendly, build good gut flora, and also improve night vision. When you begin to shine, your eyes are shine at night. So those are three integral parts. And of course, it helps in balancing testosterone levels to a good and appropriate range where you are able to build good muscles, where you are able to build the right amount of spermatozoa required for good fertility. So all these are the integral benefits that people do not know about zinc. When your zinc drops, the chestnut increases. When the chestnut increases, it brings what we call the lower urinary tract symptom, where there's a dribbling of the urine. The bladder tends to retain urine over a long time. You feel pressed, you want to go to the bathroom, but you're getting there and you're dropping just a little of what you know is available in the bladder. That's urinary retention. And there's also a backlog of that going back to the kidney, because when the bladder is full and there's no place for it to go out, what happens? It starts to go back to where it comes from, because the bladder was not originally designed to hold urine for a long time. So the chestnut under the bladder, as it increases, makes the urinary tract become slim. So when it is slim, you're not going to be able to pass it out. So it's going to be there. And when it's there, it's going to go back up. And when it goes back up, it's going back to the kidney, causing more damage. So zinc is the hidden component to overturning the enlargement of the chestnut of a man. So that is what we should know and hold sacrosanct in our heart. That if we fix zinc deficiency, we have fixed testosterone issues. We have fixed the overly expansion of the male G spot. So these are what we should take in as an information and help to enrich ourselves to know what to do, at every given point in time.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how much zinc was vital to the male body. So just to try to clarify, zinc alongside helps reverse some of the issues with testosterone being in levels that they shouldn't be, helps with the male chestnut when it starts to get enlarged, and there was a third one I forgot it, but it's all good. We got to record. Like I says, I can't remember all the stuff.